And what's up, you guys? Just did, is it overexposed? Just did, let me just darken this a bit. Oh, here comes my kids tuition teacher. Yeah, so my kids tuition teacher just came. I just did 1.5 hours. Can't even talk, I'm so tired. I just did 1.5 hours. That's how tired I am. I just did 1.5 hours of cycling. I wanted to try to do 2 hours because I've not done that since. You see, I'm still in my cycling shorts, sweating like hell. I didn't even bathe yet. So I wanted to do 1.5 hours of cycling, 2 hours I mean, but then my kids had tuition, so I better stop because it's quite noisy. Anyway, so today's topic is one of the best ways of losing weight. Is it through cycling? I'm probably not the best person to give advice, and by the way, whatever I say is based on my personal opinion. Whatever exercise that you do, right, you should always consult your doctor first lah. You know what I mean? I think you should make sure that you have a medical checkup to make sure you are fit to do it. And whatever I'm saying right now is just based on my personal testimony, on personal experience in cycling. So, but again, looking at me, you might not think that, I'm not going to listen to an advice from a guy who is like over 90 kilos, right? That doesn't make sense. You know, if you want to listen to someone about weight loss, about getting fit, you probably want to listen to someone who is probably 70 kilos or, you know, muscular and someone who is, how to say, who is definitely much fitter than me lah. But again, I'm just gonna say it out because this is my point of view and what works. Sweating like mad because I just finished cycling. So this is my thought. I have never been skinny in my life, even as a kid. My mom always say that when I was really young, I really didn't want to eat, so she fed me a bit, and I think my tummy expanded and I kept eating and eating since I was a baby. So I got fat lah. It's not to blame my mom, it's also because I have no self-control whatsoever. And just put into context, the heaviest I think I've not weighed myself, but I'm pretty sure it's above 130 kilos. That's probably about 8 years ago, I was 130 kilos. And today I just weighed myself, I think I'm about 95 kilos, thereabout. So, based on being 95 kilos, right, still not there yet. I hope I can hit below 890. I was below 90 once, but I gained back weight lah. Oh, this camera very heavy. Let me put it down first. This place is wet. Okay, I hope this angle works. Oh my goodness, I'm like all face. Let me see. Okay, so you can see I'm really sweating because I just finished 1.5 hours. I'm very happy that I burned 1,000 calories, so that was my target for today. So today's topic, like what I mentioned, right, I'm sitting around the park now, and what I mentioned today, the topic is best way to lose weight. And the reason why I want to say this is because I think when I was, now I'm 43 years old, when I was like 35, 34 years old, I just had my 2 kids, and I weighed about 140 kilos. So at that point of time, I wanted to buy insurance. I couldn't buy insurance because high blood pressure lah, obesity lah, and all those nasty stuff. And I feel that being huge, fat, or obese, or whatever you call it, all those nasty words, you know, fatty, you know, I've been called fei chai so many times. It's just so discouraging. But it's not that. I think all those hurts me. But I guess what's made worse is you know, when I go shopping and I want to buy clothes, you know, I just can't go shopping mall to buy any clothes. So then I was like thinking, am I an outcast? Am I a disabled person? Am I retarded? Am I special that, you know, departmental stores can't make clothes for me to fit, you know? And then I want to just shout out to all the brand manufacturers that creates cycling jerseys. In fact, cycling jerseys, clothing lines, and this and that. You know, you should do you know, a double or triple XL department. You know, it's kind of discouraging for me lah. So, but the main reason why I wanted to lose weight was because I wanted to buy insurance. Being a father at that time, I thought, okay, I think insurance and protect myself and try prolong my life is pretty important. So then I've decided to, you know, let's put some effort into it. So I mean, honestly, even since 20 years old, I was like quite chunky and all. I tried all diets I've done lah, you know, all the MLMs you can think of, Herbalife lah, you know, all those diets that's drinking soup lah, drinking all just liquid diet lah, you know, fasting lah, vegetarian lah, you know, vegan lah. I've tried everything lah, but all those diet to a certain extent fails me. I cannot. No matter, at that time maybe I lose some weight, but I gain back very fast. So it was very noisy here. Let me walk somewhere else to record this. So then I've tried all those diet-based system and all those didn't really work. I don't know why. I think mainly because it was just a hit and run where my intention to lose weight was mainly just to lose weight, and the intention was wrong. So because I always feel that in whatever that you do, you always want to do something that's emotional. You want to do something that you want to do it because you love doing it, then those things work. So I picked up cycling, and to be honest, when I picked up cycling, it was no intention to lose weight. I mean, I just wanted to do something fun. So when I picked up cycling, with no intention to lose weight by the way, then it stuck me that it became from a joyful hobby to a joyful passion, to a joyful lifestyle. And I've been doing it for the past, 7-8 years of cycling religiously. And then that's when I noticed just by cycling, there was some form of motivation to lose weight. And I mean some form of motivation to lose weight mainly because my friend Ian! Woo! Check out the Arrow helmet. Hey, don't go away. Don't go away. I see you. So through cycling, I mean even without the intention of going through diet, just by cycling alone, I noticed I probably lost about 10 kg subconscious, without even knowing. I think the side effect of cycling, I dropped 10 kg without even controlling my diet. You know, and I mean I've tried jogging, you know, I tried running. When I jogged, I remember when I was young those days, I used to run 10 km. Basically I like to do outdoor stuff lah, to be fair. So when I used to do jogging, what I noticed was after running 10k or 15 km, when I was like 120, 130 kg, which is not good lah, you know, it's not good for your back and bones, and I have slipped disc. So I noticed what was, every time I run, my legs hurts. I can't even walk down the staircase for about a week, you know, for about 4 or 5 days of pain, body pain and everything. So I realized that jogging is so tough. But when I noticed when I did cycling, I burned more calories in a ride and I have no body pain whatsoever. I can continue doing it every other day, every other week. My keys are stabbing to me because I'm wearing a bib without pocket. So then what I realized was, okay, cycling is a good thing. So I just kept on doing it lah. And from cycling, I lost quite a bit of weight lah. I just lost naturally 10 kilos, so I dropped to probably about 120, 110 kilos. But then, what I realized was through cycling, I always, you know, get dropped by friends. I couldn't keep up with my friends. I always feel climbing is so hard. I mean, when I'm cycling, climbing is so hard, so tough, to the extent that I just find cycling tough lah in general. But I enjoy the process. I enjoy my friends. I enjoy the friendship and the connection I have with my buddies. So with that, I keep on cycling every week, week in and week out without fail. I cycle every Saturday and Sunday. I always cycle with Daniel. Thanks to Daniel, he used to wake up 6 AM or 5 AM, cycle with me because he knows I have to go to church and this and that. So Daniel, if you're watching this, you saved me to a certain extent as well. Camera getting heavy, let me go to the nearby park. We'll talk more. So I'm just walking around, see? Mindlessly walking around all the areas just to do this chit chat since I'm not cycling today. I mean, I already cycle. Since I can't do a cycling walk, might as well sembang santai. Scared me, eh? You know, some people just can plant, you know, some people just got green fingers, man. Check this out. I can't even take care of my cactus, way. Some people really have green fingers. I think my fingers are touch plant are all die. Maybe my fingers are only good at cutting veggies and fruits. I'm a destructor of veggies. Okay, near a park here. So I'm gonna come here, sit on a table, and put my very, very heavy camera on the table, and we can continue chatting. I mean, if you're watching this video, I know it's kind of lame, me recording, talking to myself. I mean, I think I'm talking to you, but do share, like, and subscribe my channel. It helps a lot, especially like this video. Hopefully this kind of content can share and spread some positivity, especially focusing on cycling. So a big like will be much appreciated to all of you there, so that at least my video can reach out more. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and let's continue. Okay. Oh, sweating. So where were we? No, but at least I put in the effort because I want to better myself. End of the day, it's about bettering ourselves. I better myself not for all of the people, all the keyboard warriors out there who are just mean and nasty. I better myself because for my family, right? I'm not doing it because of all the people who have just vulgarity in their mindset, in their mouth. I'm not doing it for them, or even for you if you're one of them, because I think they're just being mean. You know? What they do doesn't encourage me to lose weight. What they do makes me want to probably, need to get into depression. But I think the motivation to lose weight is definitely for my family. So I did running, and when I do running, I lost a bit of weight because every time I do 10 km, I burn about 1,000 calories, and all those helps. But I didn't really control my diet as much. But I run. Not to say bad about running. I think some people are passionate about running, continue, but for me, cycling just works. But let's talk about running again. I know I'm jumping here and there. I'm really trying hard to get my thoughts, my thoughts in straight for this conversation. So running, what I felt was I lost weight a bit, slimmer definitely. But I was always doing it alone because I never had the motivation to join other groups, this and that. So I always do it alone. I wake up like 4:30, 5 in the morning every weekend, go to the park, run at about 5:30 until 6:30, until 7 o'clock every weekend. I used to do that. Then I was very motivated to cut my time from 1.5 hours to 1 hour 20 minutes. Then I managed to cut it to 1 hour 15 minutes, which is impressive. I know I was trying to progressively improve my running for 10 km, and I was targeting to hit that 1 hour mark. But when I hit that 1 hour 10 minutes, I think around there, I think I overdid it, and probably my running technique was wrong, probably my shoe was bad, I have no idea, but it gave me a very bad back that I cannot run anymore. So I cannot run anymore, so then stop lor, and immediately I gained back the weight. It was very discouraging. I put in so much hard effort to it. But when I picked up cycling, it was a whole different ball game, where cycling, even without diet, I naturally lost about 5-7% of my weight just without trying. But I didn't cycle 5-10 km. I cycle 40-50 km every weekend with Daniel. That helped a lot. Then the game changer was this, the game changer was when I actually joined group. So I joined NATO first. And Team NATO, if none of you know, if you join Team NATO cycling team and you go for their ride, you will naturally progress. You'll naturally become faster because that group is crazy. They are so damn strong, led by Paul, chairman and all. So they are crazy fast. So I joined them for about 2 years of cycling, and I progressed a lot, but I'm always last. I always cycle solo, climbing, I'm always last. So if you're any of you who are oversized, slow or whatsoever, don't be discouraged if you're the last or you're the slowest. Never be discouraged. Keep on cycling, keep on pedaling. Because I kept on doing it, I never give up. Even the hardest climb I also joined, even though I was 100 over kilos that time. So when I did those rides, then I just realized one thing, I'm in a community or in a circle of people who wants to better themselves, who wants to improve in cycling, and we are a group of cyclists, we are friends, we encourage each other, we are not discouraging each other. There were a good chemistry between that group, and I realized to that, I want to improve my cycling. That was my aha moment. I wanted to improve my cycling so bad. I do not want to be last. Not to say I don't want to be last. I want to, at that time, I want to, like Kehan, if you're watching this, I doubt you are because you stopped cycling quite a bit. But Kehan, if you're watching this, you are the reason why I want to be a stronger cyclist, because when I did my first 80 km, I cramped at km 30 all the way back to km 80. You demand me all the way, you helped me, you teach me about cycling, you gave me some electrolyte stuff and this and that. And I told myself, man, I want to improve my cycling so I can help others. So through that, I was very motivated to diet. I cut down my sugar, I cut down my food, I started indoor cycling to improve, and I did my best to improve cycling. And why did I do that? I wanted to improve cycling is not because to lose weight. I wanted to improve cycling because I do not want my friends to wait for me, and I wanted to help others who get dropped. I wanted to help others who get dropped or even get discouraged. So I really semangat, I every weekend, every weekday, because of my limited time I have in cycling, I'm not like some cyclists who can ride outdoor 2-3 times a week. I can only do it once a weekend. And I guess I always focus my family first. But even though that, I really want to improve myself. So what I do, I cut down sugar. My motivation to cut down sugar is so that I can cycle better at the weekend. That was my aha moment. I cut down sugar, I cut down carbs, I do everything that I can. I do indoor training because I want to improve my cycling on the weekend. My motivation was because I want to cycle with my gang weekend. That was my aha moment. So because of that, cycling, lose weight one. I'm not kidding you. You can ask any cyclist out there who are in a community, any cyclists who are in a group, any cyclist, you can ask them, I can tell you majority of them lost 20 to 30% of their weight because of cycling and because they are in a group. That works for me. Might not work for some, might not work for you, but that works for me. And because of that, I think what I'm trying to say is pick up cycling, don't give up, find a group who are very encouraging, who are positive mindset, who wants to not only better themselves but want to help their other friends to better themselves. Those are the group that you want to join, and hopefully you find that group. I mean, I have my group. I won't say all of them are perfect. Most of them are. But most of my friends will wait for me. Most of my friends, when I fall down, during the accident, they all wait for me, they all help me up. So I hope you can find your cycling group, because I think, if you ask me personally, the reason why I so semangat to lose weight is because of cycling only, and because I want to cycle with my friends. Nothing else. If you ask me, yes, I want to lose weight for my family, but it's so hard to do it alone. But when you're cycling in the community, you do it together. Different, so different. So when I did that, losing weight, right, my lowest I went was 89 kg. I lost up to 89 kg. That was 1 year back. About 8 months ago, I was about 89 kg. I was progressing very well. I was climbing Gotong, no problem. I was climbing Miku, no problem. I might still be the slowest, but I can do all those crazy climbs. I can cycle 200 km, no problem. But the problem was when I got kidney stone and I had some complication. I was in and out hospital for almost 4 months. Every time I enter hospital, I tell you, stay 5-7 days. I missed Chinese New Year because of that. I entered hospital 7 times for the past 4.5 months to 5 months. I cannot exercise whatsoever. And I gained weight back to 100 kilos. A shocker for me. I mean, just 2 months ago I was 100 kilos. Cycling was bad, and some of you even noticed, hey Melvin, you gained weight. Yeah, I'm so sorry I did. But because of cycling again, I started to do intermittent fasting. It's easier for me to do intermittent fasting now, mainly because I am motivated through cycling. So I lost back to 95 kilos happily. I'm 95 kilos now. Hopefully I can drop back that 5 kilos. It's so difficult. But I believe it's possible because I want to improve myself in cycling. So yeah, I think the ultimate guide in losing weight is join the right group, pick up cycling, join the right group and motivate yourself, because you want to do all the bucket lists in cycling. Because living in Australia, Singapore, like Fraser climb in Singapore or wherever, but for me in Selangor, we have the Miku climb in Seremban, you have your Bukit Hantu, you have your Gotong climb near Pahang, you have Fraser climb in Pahang as well. You have so many incredible climbs around our area, and because of all those bucket lists of rides I want to do, I motivate myself to lose weight. And because I want to join more group rides, I motivate myself to lose weight. And because I want to wear all those tight jersey, I motivate myself to lose weight. And if you want to know how I dropped from 100 kilos to 95 kilos in 2 months, I guess, 2-3 months. Yeah, about 2-3 months. Very simple, intermittent fasting. So what I do is, again, Google and do some research about intermittent fasting before you do it, because it might work for you, it might not work for you, especially health reason. Double check with your doctors and all, your family doctors and all. But intermittent works for me because it was easy for me. So what I do is, my last meal is at 7 p.m. and my next meal is next day 12 a.m. And I don't eat anything in that area, in that 16 hours window. And all I do is probably drink 1 cup of coffee in the morning. I do a double shot coffee, about 600 ml, and I slowly sip throughout the day, because I think coffee helps me to sustain my hunger, so I don't feel hungry. Maintain my hunger. And at 12 o'clock, I eat lah, But when I eat, I also try to control lah. Of course, I'm naughty lah, Once in a while, I'll have my KFC. Not KFC. KFC's not that great. I have my Texas chicken. I have some fried chicken. Once in a while, I try to reduce my carbo, but I still eat some carbo. I still have my chocolates. But it helps lah, And all this is because of cycling. I'm not an athlete, Don't expect me to lose all the way to 80 kilos, because that's not me. I have no intention to lose weight to look amazing. I have no intention to race. I have no intention to have 6 packs. I have no intention to do that. I have only one intention, is to keep up with my mates in cycling. Not to say keep up lah, I don't want to be as strong, because some people are stronger than me or have a different goal in life in cycling. But for me, I just want to maintain a healthy lifestyle. I just want to keep up where my friends don't wait for me too long. If possible, I can be with them throughout the ride. And that's all. I'm not here to do a 45 kilometer average ride. I'm just here to enjoy cycling. I don't want to take it too seriously. Different people have a different expectation in cycling. Some is talking about performance, some is talking about lifestyle, some is talking about fashion, OOTD, outfit of the day. Some is talking about maintaining the community, being in the friends. For me, I just want to be with my friends in cycling. So that's how I lose weight. That's how I set my mindset anyway. That's it. There's no secret in losing weight for me. Again, I'm not the best example of weight loss. I am in no way fit. I'm not Superman or whatever. But I'm just telling you is if you're overweight, you're obese, you're fat, you're slow. Cyclists come in all forms of shapes and sizes, and different variety of speeds and distance. I would say that enjoy cycling, enjoy the process, and do what works best for you, as long as you're bettering yourself. That's all I want to say. So I hope this helps. Take care, you guys. God bless, and don't give up cycling. Find the right group, join the right group. Bam! That's it. So I want to say, not there yet. Not there yet, but hopefully I'll get there one day. Hopefully. So my target is to lose another 5 kilo. I want to hit below 90 kilos, that's it. I know my ideal weight is 80 kilos or 80 or 75 kilos. That's my ideal weight. But honestly, I'll be happy if I'm 80 kilos and I can catch up with my friends. I just want to add one thing. I want to give a shout out to Desmond, based in Melbourne, one of my subscribers, Desmond. The reason why I'm doing this video is because of you. You are my inspiration. You are the one who introduced to me what's that? Magnesium having as a supplement. You're the one who also introduced magnesium pill. You're also the one that introduced me intermittent fasting. So Desmond, if you're watching this, thank you so much. You are an amazing fella. I hope to get to see you one day and have a sengbang santai with you lah. So one thing just came to my mind before I forget. Some of you might be wondering, how do I train? My training is the least structured training. probably one of the worst training ever because I don't follow structures on. I just do what works for me. I just want to do something that I enjoy and it's easy for me. So what I do is, I really watch a lot of YouTubes and Netflix when I train for that 1 hour. I just target 1 hour. So based on my effort, so just to give you in context, 2 months ago when I started indoor training, I first started based on 2 months ago, 15 minutes. That's all I could sustain. I only did 15 minutes of indoor training. That one was all I died. 15 minutes for 150 watts. Then progressively I did, a month later I managed to do it at about 30 minutes. No, about 2 weeks later I managed to do it for 30 minutes for about 150 watts, and that one also I want to warm it. Then I progressed to last 2 months. A month later I managed to do it for about 45 minutes for about 180 watts. Then between 180 and 150 watts. Then after that I managed to do 1 hour finally for about between 150 and 180 watts. So I look at my power meter. I try to sustain 150 to 180 watts. Then after 2 months, gladfully today, very proud of myself, I did 1.5 hours, finally. 1.5 hours, and I maintained everything around 180 watts to 200 watts. So I'm almost there. At my fittest, I managed to do 1 hour. My fittest, which is about last year, middle last year, my fittest was 1 hour, I sustained 220 watts average. That was at my fittest. And if you put it in contrast, 3 months ago, I can't even do 15 minutes and 150 watts, So how my training work is now, I just look at power, and just do. I know intervals, all those definitely will help. If you want trainer rows, all those will work. But for me, I want to enjoy my training. I don't want to take it so seriously because I want to enjoy. And what I think every day you want to do what works for you. And if that works for you, do it. If you think intervals hit all those serious training regime, if it works for you, continue those. Those are definitely much better than what I do. Don't do what I do unless you are like me and you just want to watch Netflix and enjoy cycling. Then that's how I do it. Man, this is the worst advice for cycling training ever, man. But again, do what works for you. So I do that indoor training twice a week, normally Tuesday and Thursday. And if my weekend ride is not good enough or not solid enough, I'll do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Then after that, I'll do my Sunday long ride, so that's my standard. Then once in a while on Tuesday and Thursday, I'll do some weight training, build up some upper muscles and some core strength. About 20-30 minutes only, nothing much. But I think core strength does help, especially if you're 40 years old above, you definitely need some muscles so that your metabolism rate improves. That's all I can say about training. But be positive to everyone, and at the end of the day, I think give a like if you can so that this video spreads around. I'm going back to my family, which what's mattered to me, and I think at the end of the day, you guys take care, God bless, and be awesome as usual. Signing off, Melvin, and see you next week.